I want to spend just a moment on this particular fruit of the Spirit. Not a gift, it's a fruit, but listen to it. The last one, which is temperance. I remember in Belfast they used to have, when I was a little boy, the Temperance Society. That's where drunks would go to try to get dried out. In those days they called it the temperance. The word here is not just for drunkenness, it simply means self-mastery or self-control. I want to read to you, it's not in your notes, but listen to what I want to read to you in a letter that John Wesley's mother sent to John Wesley when he was in Oxford. This is pretty powerful. Anything, she said, which increases the authority of the body over the mind is an evil thing. You are not to be ruled by the body. You're to keep it under control. The body has certain desires that have to be taken care of, like sleep and food and so forth. But it has to be kept under control, because if you don't, it'll take you all over town and get you into trouble. And he said that one of the fruits, one of the developments of the Spirit in your life will be this, where you'll get to the point of self-control, self-mastery. Here's another thing that I should read to you. Not in the clamor of the crowded street, not in the shouts and the plaudits of the throng, but in ourselves, our triumph and disaster. Did you get that? Triumph and defeat. I heard one time here in America, I read about it years ago, there was an Indian reservation, and this fellow would come in every Saturday morning with 2 big dogs that he owned. And he'd put on a spectacle. He'd get them to fight, and he would take bets on it, and he always won. And yet, sometimes this dog won, sometimes that dog won. And finally, somebody said to him, well, how do you always get it right? Which dog's going to win? He says, the one that I feed. I ask you, what dog are you feeding? If you stay up half the night watching dirty movies, you don't have self-control. You've got to stop that. You've got to stop that. Paul said it's one of the fruits of the Spirit. It develops. And it's called self-control or temperance or mastery. I'll read them again and check it off in your own life. Love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. There's faith which is a gift, but there's also a faith which develops. Meekness, not weakness, but meekness, temperance, self-control, self-mastery.